Tua Tagovailoa burst onto the college football scene when he replaced Jalen Hurts in the second half of the 2018 College Football National Championship.
I'm going to be living off of my marketing money, so the endorsement money that I get, and then everything else is just put to the side. So, you know, the money that I'm making from my contract, that's put to the side, so none of that's going to be seen.
Tua has always been a mature young man. He's well-spoken and has always come across as a cerebral player. His strong decision-making skills on the field obviously translate off the field as well. If anyone watching this happens to be a future superstar athlete, please follow Tua's advice of only living off of your marketing money if it's possible. Rob Gronkowski is another famous athlete who lives only off of his endorsement money. Not every athlete is going to have enough endorsements to provide a full-time living salary, but you're starting to see many athletes branching out off of the field while building their personal brand. Juju Smith-Schuster has a popular YouTube channel as an example.
I don't really remember the total amount of my contract, but you can see it right here.
4 years, $30 million, which includes a $20 million signing bonus, is a lot of money for a young kid. But remember what he just said, he will only be spending money from his endorsement deals. According to this Sports Illustrated article, Tua has signed endorsement deals with Fanatics, Gillette, Muscle Milk, Bose, Verizon, and Wingstop. There's no way of knowing how much money he'll be earning from these endorsements, but combined, I imagine they'll be worth multiple millions per year.
You guys might have seen this on my social media, but the first thing that I bought was a car. I bought a car for my mom. It was a 2020 Escalade, so car for mom, $80,000.
Nearly every athlete will buy their parents a house or a car when they receive that first big paycheck. The only criticism I have for decisions like this is that there are comparable options on the market for half the price and similar quality. Unless you're a car enthusiast, most new cars in your desired classification and price point that are made in 2020 are going to have very minimal differences in specs. As an example, Tesla Model Y, Chevrolet Traverse, Buick Enclave are three vehicles that can be purchased for a much lower price than $80,000 and provide everything his mom needs in a car. $30,000 may not be much to Tua because of his huge contract, but this is a mistake many people make, getting obsessed with brands and overpaying for the same product. This is the power of marketing and brand identity and why companies spend millions of dollars on advertising to get you to buy into the brand.
So after I got my mom a car, I ended up getting myself two cars. I ended up getting a Ford Flex and then a BMW i8. The Ford Flex, I'd like to say, was about 40. It was about 40,000. There you go. And then the BMW was about the same as mom's Escalade.
Spending $120 grand on cars for himself is actually a reasonable amount. The lens with which I'm viewing his purchase decisions is different because he's living off of his endorsement deal money and not his contract. The MSRP for a 2020 BMW i8 is almost $150 grand, so Tua buying his for around $80,000 means he's buying used and after the car experienced the biggest depreciation drop that it will experience. That's a smart decision if he was dead set on purchasing an i8.
You know, I'm one of those guys, I just look at whatever I have in my closet and I'm gonna wear it. But what helps, you know, is being endorsed. And so being able to have them send over things and, you know, wear them, use them. Even the shoes and flip-flops. It helps save me money at the same time because I don't go out shopping anyways. So I upgraded my clothing, but luckily everything's free, so.
Sign an endorsement deal with a clothing company. That's genius. Funny enough, I have never even considered this for athletes. Any athletes out there watching this, sign a deal with a clothing company, even if it's for a small amount. Free clothing and a little cash on top really helps the budget and it won't interfere with any of your major endorsements.
I'm not a big jewelry fan, but I got an Apple Watch. For jewelry, I ended up getting my dad a watch, one of the Rolex watches. It was one of their classic signature watches. I ended up getting myself some earrings. Watch for dad, $10K. Earrings and Apple Watch, $4,400.
I am not a jewelry guy at all, so spending tens of thousands of dollars on watches and earrings is silly to me, but I am aware that some watches can gain or maintain value over time, so sometimes it's not a terrible use of money. What I do like about Tua is that he didn't purchase expensive custom-made jewelry. Many athletes get chains with their initials or number on it, which makes it really difficult to sell in the event that they go broke. Tua won't have that issue.
Any other big purchases you can remember?
Yeah, I ended up buying a house. So I don't have enough money to show here, but this represents 1.5 of the house.
Tua bought a beautiful house in Davie, Florida for $1.65 million. These episodes are how athletes spend their first million, and at the end of this video, he said his house purchase put him over the limit, so I'm assuming he paid cash. Tua will pay around $20,000 a year in taxes, and probably somewhere around $10,000 to $15,000 per year in insurance. I'd imagine he'll get extra insurance to handle hurricane season. My only concern with buying a house in South Florida for $1.65 million is the constant fear of damage from storms or hurricanes. This article from Scientific American labeled Miami as the most vulnerable coastal city worldwide from the effects of climate change. He's not going to lose his house tomorrow, but I would be concerned long-term with investing in Miami, Florida. I decided to look up Tua's house and see how far it is located from the Miami Dolphins training facility. His house is right down the street from the facility, an easy 15-minute drive in the South Florida sun. This is one of the reasons why I think Tua will succeed in the NFL and not have a problem with finances. Tua just wants to hang with family and play football. He doesn't come across as a guy that's going to get caught up in living the professional athlete lifestyle. Buying a house down the street from the practice facility is generally a good sign that he's going to be focused on putting all of his energy on his career. If he was buying expensive condos right on the beach, you might have to worry a little bit.
And then I also ended up getting gym equipment for my garage. It was about 30, I would say it's about 30. So gym equipment, 30 grand.
In the event that he can't make it to the practice facility, he added a home gym. These are the expenses that are smart for an athlete. In my video on Zion Williamson, where I share how I'd invest his money, my main focus point for rookie professional athletes is allocating money to resources that will help keep you focused on improving your career. A nutritionist, a home gym, a chef, all of these expenses are investments because it will help the athlete spend more time and energy on the sport they're playing.
It wasn't more so me when I thought of the purchases. I thought of everyone that would be involved in the purchase as well. I got everything knowing that, if I have family members coming over to the house, they'll all have a place to sleep, they'll have a place to stay, they'll be comfortable, and then they'll have a car to drive.
There was a rumor going around that wasn't true about Tua bringing over 400 family members to the national championship game against Clemson, played in California. Regardless of how many attended, the worry most athletes should have with their finances revolves around the amount of family members who come out of nowhere to start asking for money. Tua came from a great family with a lot of support. His family even moved to Alabama to be closer to Tua while he played for the University of Alabama. Earlier in the video, he said that it was his parents who researched and vetted financial advisors for Tua, so there's no doubt there'll be a presence in his professional life. He also has a younger brother who's really good at football too, so clearly it's a supportive family. Well done, Tua, on only spending your endorsement money and not touching your contract money. Let's say Tua only signs his rookie deal and does not make any more contract money from playing in the NFL. After he receives his $30 million over 4 years, he'll walk with somewhere around $16 million after all taxes and payouts to management. If he invests $16 million and receives a safe and expected 5% return on his portfolio, he will earn $800,000 per year for the rest of his life without touching the $16 million. This is the power of not touching that initial money. After taxes, he would earn around $40,000 per month for the rest of his life. That is the power of investing, and if he does make it to a second contract, then his entire family tree is set for life. Thank you so much for watching.